Hey guys, welcome back to a G Site, and today we're gonna cover The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, the new reboot starring Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, Reese Ifans, who else? Martin
Dennis Leary.
Sheen, Dennis Leary,
Sally Field.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
and this is directed by Mark Webb. Ironic name,
yeah.
you know. And this is the guy who did 500 Days of Summer.
I hate that movie.
Yeah,
I don't want to go and elaborate why, but I hate that movie.
Oh, burn. Okay. No, well, anyway, no, I didn't like that movie because of the ending. I hate
I
it.
just hate that movie.
Yeah, but me, it was just something of the script. It felt very contrived. But anyway, he was a curious choice for this movie.
Yeah.
I was really shocked when they chose this guy. After 5 years, they decided to reboot this Spider-Man franchise, and they went with him. And basically, it's Spider-Man that's starting from scratch. It's a different take here. It's the origin story again, but how do I put it? It's just a different take. The focus here is more on
Richard and Mary Parker.
Yeah, I
the
know.
Kirk Connors thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't focus quite as much on Peter, the high school kid, going into a room and getting bitten by a radioactive spider. It pretty much says that the radioactive spider was all part of the history of Richard Parker. And
Yeah,
his
that's what they
collaboration
were.
with Kirk
That's what they
Connors.
were. Actually, they were just really implying it. Like
Yeah.
that there's a connection between what Richard Parker was doing and how Spider-Man was born.
Yeah,
There's a connection there.
it's always been there all along.
Yeah, and I guess here the focus here is on Peter Parker's search for what happened to his parents.
Yeah.
Well, that's the jumping point, and that leads into the actual origin of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's still genetics instead of radioactivity.
Yeah, because radioactivity is so 1960s. right?
Exactly.
So that's gone.
Yeah.
So instead, there's that focus. I think there was more done with him being in high school.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think the take here was very influenced by Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay.
Ultimate Spider-Man, even the look of
Andrew Garfield looks
with
like
the
he was
hair.
drawn by Mark Bagley.
Yeah,
with
pretty
the
much.
hair and
Pretty
stuff,
much.
yeah.
And similarities along those lines is that it felt a bit decompressed. You don't see Spider-Man for maybe the first 45 minutes.
Which is good, which isn't bad.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing.
because
I
it
mean-
already felt like a great film even before
Right.
he gets into the costume.
And you don't, it's the same in the Ultimate Spider-Man universe. I mean, when it comes to the origin, you don't see Spider-Man until the very end of the story arc. Very similar. And I have to say, I love this take. I thought it was the smart. I didn't when I first heard they were rebooting. I said why? Why? What was the point?
Yeah, there was no need.
Yeah, there was no need. I mean, despite Tobey Maguire and Sam Raimi's take, they were very successful.
Yeah.
They did a really good job.
In spite of that third disaster.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, the first two movies were very good, particularly the second.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's one of the better
Right,
superhero
right.
movies ever made. So there was no need, but because of licensing issues and
Yeah, I think it's
Columbia wanting to keep ownership,
because they have a policy, right? The policy is that they don't make a movie within 5 years of the last movie.
they'll revert to Marvel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
so-
they were desperate. Well, it felt it's reeked of desperation.
Yeah.
It reeked of desperation. But surprisingly, they made a good call here with this guy, with Mark Webb.
And I really wanted to dislike this movie. I really did because I felt there was no need for the reboot.
Right.
But
Same here.
within a few minutes, this got me drawn in. I was engaged. I really like the casting of Andrew Garfield and Emma
Very
Stone
good, very
because Emma Stone is always charming. She's
Okay.
a very pretty girl
Yeah.
and she's charming and she's funny and she got the whole Gwen Stacy look with the blonde hair and
The short,
perpetual
the boots and the short and the mini skirt.
that's Gwen Stacy from John Romita Sr.'s
Right.
days doing
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy. And I really think she's
Oh, yeah.
way hotter than Kirsten Dunst, who was horrible. She's just not pretty enough to be a Mary Jane Watson.
Well,
so
put it this way. In fairness to Kirsten Dunst, she's better looking as a blonde. I really think she's better looking as a blonde. I mean, that's not saying that much, honestly. All right, but then put her in a red wig or dye her. I'm sorry, she does look like a bit like a goblin to me.
yeah.
It just that first one, it was all schmaltz. It was very cheesy. The whole love
Upside
affair,
down.
the love affair between Peter Parker and Mary Jane was like boring.
Yeah.
You know, it was there. It's like, a lot of the lines were killed me.
Yeah.
You
Here
know?
there were hardly any.
There's no cheesy.
There's no cheese.
There was no cheese. I think
It's
there was.
all it felt sincere.
Yes.
It felt sincere.
You
It felt
know.
like he was this awkward guy who
Yeah.
really didn't know what to do, and she was reaching out to him, which is exactly what Gwen was doing in the comics
Right.
the whole time.
Right,
She,
right.
she always saw through whatever awkwardness and
Mhm.
fear that Peter may have had. And she
Yeah.
always reached out, and she liked the science geek.
Exactly.
So
they met cute.
yeah,
They met cute, and there were no really bad lines.
Yeah.
You know.
props to Chris Zilka as Flash. Because I like Chris Zilka. I found him good in Secret Circle for the one season that Secret Circle aired. And he looked better as Flash here, as the bully, the blonde bully who's, kind of a dick at the same time.
Yeah,
and he
yeah, yeah.
pulled that off. And
Mhm.
of course, you know what you're gonna get from Martin Sheen and Sally Field.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they,
yeah.
they delivered.
Yeah, they delivered. I thought Martin Sheen was a really good
Good
Uncle
Uncle
Ben. I think better than the first one, who was Cliff Robertson.
Yeah.
He was better. I mean, he had more gravitas, I think,
Yeah.
more depth to himself.
Yeah.
Although I did feel, okay, we're getting into nitpicking territory here. Aunt May wasn't as strong. I felt, which is surprising since it's Sally Field.
Yeah.
You know, Oscar winner Sally Field. And
I think that might have been the fault of the script more than her.
maybe I felt she was marginalized. She
Yeah,
wasn't.
she was
She
kind of-
wasn't. Her presence wasn't really that felt.
Yeah, it was more of Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
Really the strong presence
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And even Campbell Scott as Peter Parker, who as Richard Parker.
As Richard Parker.
God,
He
Campbell
is
Scott's so
old.
old, man.
Yeah.
When did he get that old?
Yeah.
I remember him from dying young, and now he's dying
And
old.
singles, yeah.
Yeah, and singles, you
Yeah.
know. So there, and Beth Davids as Mary Parker.
And she's got some work done.
Yeah, and Beth Davids got old. I mean, I see her on Mad Men and stuff, but yeah, they just keep casting her as old now, and she's
Yeah.
really not that old. Anyway.
Girl.
There, and of course Dennis Leary was really good as George Stacy. I thought
Yeah.
he was one of the unsung heroes of the
Right,
film.
right. I mean, there was not that much leeriness.
Yeah,
you
which
know.
is he's
he played a
smarmy.
very straight character
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You know, but he was basically a take no gruff type of guy.
Yep.
You know, who had minimal tolerance for Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And he played the role really well,
I think
especially near the end.
Yeah, I think I felt that since they didn't have a J. Jonah Jameson, because J.K. Simmons
Yeah.
is a definitive
Right.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Right.
They didn't have that. They had Captain George Stacy be that antagonist of
True.
it, in
True,
that
true,
sense.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, especially near the end of the movie, I mean, he lends a lot of emotional weight
hmm
near the climax.
Yeah.
And you're right. I think it's really a case of like, yeah, there's no J. Jonah Jameson here.
So to make up for it,
Yeah.
let's strengthen Captain Stacy's intolerance of the Spider-Man character.
Right. And it stays true to the history of the character. I'm not going to go into spoilers there.
Yeah. Then Reese Ifans, of course, is very good as Kurt Connors. I like that, even though we've seen stills or some of the bits of trailers for the Lizard, at some point they still managed to put him